Printing and painting models is fun, so here are 14 companies that I love so that you can download the STLs, print them and paint them at home. First up is Cosmando. Now, these guys do a whole range of different bits and pieces, but what really caught my eye was this incredible Flu snail. It's wicked, it costs only $3.20 and yeah, I don't know, it's just suitably mad and stupid. I absolutely love it. They also do a range of D&D proxies, or a whole range of different bits and pieces. And if you're feeling intellectual, why not download yourself a bust of Nietzsche and affirms yourself that the world is indeed full of suffering that lacks any purpose or meaning. Or perhaps not. Well, I think I took this video too deep too quickly. Let's lighten the mood. Next up is Animals Den. Now this company is a little bit different to the ones I'm going to talk about in the rest of the video, but I couldn't not show you them because I've kind of fallen in love with them recently. If you're not familiar, Animals Den make busts of real animals, which I guess makes sense. Each of the busts costs $3.99, which is an absolute bargain, and they encompass everything from big cats and hippos through to birds like the booby that's on screen, through to the one that really caught my eye, which is this chap, a Highland cow. Somehow each of the busts managed to really capture the soul of the model, and they just look like great fun to paint, so I'm really looking forward to chucking some paint over this thing when I get the chance. Animals Den, like all the companies I feature in this video, are linked down in the description below, so do go and check them out if you're able. I will say though that none of this stuff's sponsored, I'm just making this because I think it's fun. So anyway, next company. So the next company you can download miniatures from is Creepy Tables, and I really love these things. If you haven't seen them popping up on Instagram before, well, all I can say is you're following the wrong Instagram profiles. There are some incredible paint jobs of this miniature, particularly Cozy. I'll pop some different examples on screen now. Cozy's the one I've bought, and you can download that model for $8.99. What I love about mods like this is they're just so much fun to paint because they've left everything up to you. There's no built-in textures, there's no little greebles all over the place to get in the way. So if you want to paint a freehand you can, tattoos you can, texture on a jumper you can. It just gives you so much more room to be creative. And because it's an STL, you can just run off multiple copies of them and then practice to your heart's content. It's a really fun way to get better at painting. So anyway, go and check out Creepy Table. You'll really enjoy them. The next company I want to show you is Aradia Miniatures. Now Aradia Miniatures do a huge range of bits and pieces from busts through to 75mm models, and I've actually got a little bit of a sore spot for these guys because I originally backed some of these models on Kickstarter 2 or 3 years ago and paid some like 150 quid for 4 of the models, which then subsequently got released as STLs, and now you can pick them up a lot cheaper than that. The cheapest you can get their models for is by signing up to their Patreon or their tribe and paying something like 10 quid a month. But you could also just buy the models individually. Finnegas is one of the models I backed on their original Kickstarter, and you can now pick up that model for $14. That's my version of Finnegas. I'll pop some bigger pictures on screen, but yeah, how annoying. But that's no reason that you shouldn't check out the models and paint them up because they are really cool. Fair warning, these are not the simple, smooth volumes that we talked about before. Lots of details, lots of greebles, lots of tiny parts. These are not going to be simple things to print, but they are lovely once you manage it. If you're more into busts and stuff like that, and I know I'm a big sucker for things with wings, then definitely check out the bust of Hilda. This amazing sort of Valkyrie type model. Gorgeous stuff, and yeah, one I recommend. The next up is Clay Demon. Now Clay Demon are one of those companies that I'm a little conflicted about because I'm not a huge fan of demons, for one thing, but also I'm not really a fan of nude female models. I've got 2 girls at home and yeah, I don't know, it just feels a bit on top to have lots of naked female models all over the place. It's just a bit weird. So that said, they do make some absolutely incredible models. Now the ones I chose to download are this chap, which I can't remember the name of, but he's a sort of an ugly man covered in warts and with a little toad on his head. Lots and lots of texture, lots and lots of fun surfaces to play with, and a little critter to boot. Really, really big fan. But there's also a fawn and a couple of other fantasy things which caught my eye as well, so yeah, there's lots to like. If you're not really a massive fan of fantasy though, then I think you might like their sci-fi stuff. The one that really caught my attention was Hibernation Pod, which has a Again, two versions, a sort of a naked, movie perfect one climbing out of the pod, which I don't really like, but also this really cool one of a girl sleeping in the pod, which I do kind of like. There's also this trio riding a monopod, which gives me sort of like a Borderlands and Akira vibes. I don't know. Yeah, fun. I like them a lot. Go and check out Claydemon Miniatures. Bold Miniatures are another company along the lines of Creepy Table who make some iconic models. Now, my favourite is Vesha, who looks like this. A young lady having a wonderful time with a pitcher of beer and, yeah, just loads and loads of character. Again, you've got big, simple volumes to paint, lots and lots of personality, and it's just easy to have lots and lots of fun with this model. Again, you can also see some amazing versions of this if you want a bit of inspiration, but if you don't like Vesha, another one to look out for is the Backpacker. It's a bat that's backpacking, which I guess you can probably extrapolate yourself. But again, a big model with lots of personality, lots of fun to paint, and lots of inspirational models. They've also got a range of fairly whimsical, smaller scale stuff, which would work really well in a sort of kids D&D session, maybe. I don't know. I just think they're a lot of fun and they have lots of personality, and I think you should check them out too. And I think what we're missing, and I think personally what's missing from this hobby sometimes is a little bit of whimsy, but let me know what you think down below. The next up is the Surreal Factory, and this is about as horror as I possibly go, but they're very cool horror, so stay with me. This is another one of those companies that has a tribe attached to them, and the tribe costs $8 a month. You will find all sorts of crazy monsters that look like they're from the mind of someone like Benicio del Toro or something like that. Maybe Benicio del Toro cross Stranger Things is a closer sort of approximation of what you're getting here. Now the one I chose was this one. It's called The Beast, and it's kinda horrific. I don't know what it is. It's sort of a weird little dog, man, skeleton, muscle thing, but it's just so creepy and odd and different that I had to grab it. Yeah, it costs $5. I don't know what I'll do with it. I might be too afraid to paint it, but yeah, really, really cool. Love the art direction. Really, really big fan of this company. Go and check them out. So to flip the script a little bit, we've done dark horror. That's about as horror as I go, frankly. I'm the sort of person who gets scared watching the trailers of horror movies, so I'm definitely not going to go any deeper than that. Flip the script completely, and now we have female miniatures. Now, female miniatures started out doing pin-ups and that sort of stuff, which, as I've said before, I'm not a fan of. But their new art direction is something I'm a big fan of. They've sort of gone Disney, which, like I say, as a dad of two girls, I cannot escape, so I may as well fully embrace. Their latest range of models is called Marvelous Maidens, and it's packed full of fairies and ballerinas and explorers and hunters and just wicked, wicked models. They're really easy to paint, big volumes on the hairs, big eyes, makes it much easier, but also they're just fun and different. Like I say, a real joy to paint. I've painted the ballerina recently. If you go and check out my Instagram, you can see all the feeds for that sort of stuff. And I'll probably put some on screen now, but yeah, definitely go and check these out. I actually backed these on Kickstarter, so I have a lot of their models, but one model I don't have is Ariel, which is this really cool female and dragon combo, which, like I say, it just looks like a lot of fun, and frankly, with the way the world is at the moment, I think we can all do with a little bit of whimsy and fun. Female miniatures, everybody. If you like the look of female miniatures though, but maybe just on the fence slightly, then sign up to my newsletter, because this month I've got an exclusive bust from Female Miniatures, which is an STL bust of their Explorer model. It's really cool, can be scaled up or scaled down, and it's completely free. All you need to do is find the link to my website down below, click on it and sign up to the newsletter. Let's take it a little bit darker. The next company is called Great Grimoire, and they have a My Mini Factory drive for just $5. Once you get inside, you'll find a whole selection of models that you'll be fairly familiar with, everything from undead dragons through to rattlings. I'm a big fan of their whole pirate campaign. Got a bit of a thing for pirates at the moment, as you'll see later on. But yeah, it's got a really cool, fun aesthetic. The model I chose from this company is called Sacrifice Girl. Bit darker, but does give you lots of nice open volumes and lots of places to practice skin tones, which is what I'm trying to do at the moment. Again, it's just a really nice, simple bust without too much fuss that allows me to just paint and have fun. Other really cool ideas to look out for though are the Alice in Wonderland themed White Rabbit and even the Caterpillar, both of which are pretty dark takes on that already quite dark story. I'll leave you to explore a little bit more, but yeah, great grimoire, one to check out. This next creator is another one who makes incredible models but has a limited range. But don't let that put you off. Every single model in their range is an absolute banger. I'm not sure if I prefer humour or punch more, but who doesn't love sci-fi monkeys with boxing gloves, so I reckon that probably takes it. Again, there are some stunning paint jobs of this out in the wild, so do keep an eye out for these ones, but at $15 a pop, they're not the cheapest in here, but that's by no means bad value by any stretch of the imagination. Check out Gacho Miniatures when you got a second. We've talked quite a lot about larger scale miniatures, and that's mostly because that's what I like, but I do want to tell you about this stuff, which is a little bit smaller scale, normal 32mm gaming scale to be precise. And we're going to talk about Blood Bowl, because this is Big Chow Creatives, and Big Chow Creatives have an entirely new range of Orc, Goblin and Undead themed Blood Bowl teams, which are lush. Now, if you buy them from my mini factory, they cost you €38 for a full team. You can obviously buy all the miniatures individually as well, and the big star players and the tokens and all that sort of stuff, and they start from around about €6. I would actually suggest that you don't do that. What you should do with these, if you're interested in buying this team, is go and buy them from minimaker.com instead. Now, Minimaker are a sponsor I've featured on this channel before, but they're not actually sponsoring this video. I'm just shouting them out because they're really cool. If you go and buy this team from Minimaker, then you can buy the whole lot, including printing and shipping, for €44 instead of 38 for just the STLs. So €6 more, and you can get the things printed and delivered to your house. That's a no-brainer. Go and check out Minimaker if you're able to, and tell him I sent you. That'd be nice. In fact, if you go and check out the code underneath my laser cutting video, you might even be able to get a discount code as well. But regardless, these models are absolutely incredible. They've got loads of personality, and they're just really nice Blood Bowl proxies. I've got the Stormcoast Vandals team, which obviously I really like, but there's also a couple of other different varieties and spices and flavours in there too, so do go and check them out. This next company is called Ouroboros Miniatures, and it's got a really special place in my heart because this is the company that was the first ever STLs I ever downloaded. I use busts and that sort of stuff to practice painting, and I use miniatures, particularly 3D printed ones, as a quick way, or at least a cheap way, of getting lots and lots and lots of miniatures all together so I can practice my painting techniques without being too worried about messing it all up. Ouroboros have a range called Exquest, and in that range are a load of simple female academic busts which I can just go nuts on. I printed a few on this channel probably 2 or 3 years ago now, and they are excellent. They're really expressive, but they don't lean too heavily into the details, so you can do and work your magic however you like. I won my first painting competition with this. Let me show you. I won my first painting competition with this one, which is cool. But I also painted lots of little videos, and I learned a lot of new techniques just messing around and painting. So that's why I really wanted to make this video, so I can showcase that actually, if you purchase miniatures like this relatively cheaply, you can use the incredible tools that we have at our hands, 3D printers, to really push your painting on further. And that for me is my major motivation. I want to be able to churn out lots of cool miniatures that really inspire me relatively quickly so that I can just learn to paint better. I'm interested to know though, what do you paint for? Do you want to churn out lots of Warhammer armies? Do you want to make lots of vehicles and terrain? Do you just want to print the models because you enjoy printing? Interested to know, genuinely. But back to Ouroboros. Most of the miniatures, well, the miniatures cost from around $5 and go up to about $15, and they have some absolute classics in there. So just wanted to make you aware of this incredible company, and yeah, check out the links down below as always. The penultimate company is Mammoth Factory. Now, if you've tuned into this channel before, you'll hear me talking about Mammoth Factory a lot. They're not in the strictest sense a channel sponsor, but they have donated lots of models to my Patreon, and as you know, I'm a massive fan. I've printed lots of the larger scale miniatures, but most recently I've been digging the Tina, the Tinkerer model, which is this wonderful little fairy based on Tinkerbell, but carrying a rocket launcher because reasons. The thing I like about Mammoth Factory models is their really open volumes, which are just great fun to paint. I've actually hosted lots of painting challenges on my Discord using their models already, and yeah, I'm a big fan. You can of course back Mammoth Factory using their tribes on my mini factory, but, and this is a little bit cheeky, I have around 20 of their models available for download, along with another 40 more if you back me on Patreon, and that costs just £10 a month. You can find the links down below. Regardless of which way you support them, Mammoth Factory are absolutely incredible and produce some wicked models. Not just the larger scale stuff that I like to paint, but also plenty of 32mm models. They've got Tyranid proxies, they've got D&D proxies. There's loads and loads of stuff to whet your appetite in there. And I know from talking to the company personally, they put a lot of effort into the design and the supports too. All the models come with not only renders of the models, but also an unsupported, a pre-supported, and a lychee file as well. So really well put together, really well thought out models which are designed to be easy to use. Do go and check them out if you've got a chance. The final company I want to bring your attention to is Carol Ruddick. Carol is an amazing artist and sculptor, and he has probably one of the most unique ranges of miniatures available on my mini factory. If you like a sort of dark gothic horror or insect people, or most famously massive gorgeous dragons, Carol is definitely the person to check out. I have not printed any of his dragons as of yet, but they're on my list because I'm not quite brave enough to paint them. Make no mistake, these miniatures are not for the faint-hearted. There are some incredible box arts painted by people like Tim Marsh on there. Once you've seen Carol's work, it's really easy to pick out his style from amongst the crowd. I'm not a backer of his, but I know this month his release is Mother Earth, which is this gorgeous sort of Mother Gaia figure, pregnant with a cutaway from her belly and an unborn child in her womb. Just really arty and fancy, but pretty tricky to paint. But if you want a challenge, check out Carol Ruddick. So that's it, I've run through my whole list now. If you've enjoyed this video, then do let me know in the comments. I know this is a massive departure from what I usually do, but I'm really just trying new stuff and seeing what people resonate with or don't. So it's really helpful for me to let me know. If you have enjoyed this video, make sure you like and subscribe to the channel, and all that's left to say is I will see you next time.